Okay, we are back
We're back.
in,
Hello.
looks like some dingy hallways, dingy rooms, and we just got a bit of a lore dump from Seven.
Yeah, that was a lot. There was
I guess he is a cop, or was at some point.
All right. You know what? I kind of want to go back to our original room that we went to at the beginning. Yeah.
Alright, the dark room. Let's see, I
See if
think
we
it's
can
the...
light this baby up a bit, huh?
Oh yeah, we can probably use this mirror to reflect the light.
Oh yeah.
Now I just gotta
All right.
figure out where to reflect the light. Maybe if I go somewhere that's a little easier to shine a light on, like this angle. When I shine light on the mirror in the back, is that a number?
Oh.
If I shine a light on this mirror, then I get to see some numbers. See a 4 on the left and a 7 on the right. 4 and 7.
4 and 7 would be 11,
So if I
and
shine this light
2
on
would
the
be the
mirror,
digit. Yeah.
I get it. If I shine a light on the mirror, symbols appear. The left
The
side
toilet
has a
symbols.
sun and the right has a moon. Gotta remember this.
All right.
So it was sun and moon, and then 4 and
4 and
7.
7. Yeah.
Whatever all that means.
Uh, can we try looking at the drawer again on this desk?
Yeah.
Now that we have a screwdriver, maybe there's... No.
No, it just doesn't
No.
open.
Okay. Okay, never mind. Well... Yeah, let's go check out the emergence door again.
I don't know if we have
We have that...
anything else for
We have
it, though.
the tile now, right? No? Okay, I guess...
No. The tiles we found and the tiles here are the same size. When I touched the tiles on the door, I felt something weird. Huh? I can move these tiles.
That means... Maybe if you swap the tiles we got with the tile on the wall, something will happen.
I suppose now we just need to figure out what the strange design on these tiles means.
Hmm...
At any rate, we should look for all the tiles that are the same size. You're right. Let's meet back here after we've done a thorough search. AKA, come back to it later.
Okay.
What about down here? There's a door in the back. I wonder where it goes.
Thought of that, and I tried a couple things, but yeah, same result.
Guess 7 wasn't about to do anything. Oh well. It won't open. We have
Pretty limited in here what we can do.
the drawer without the handle, that's the mirror one, and then we have the other desk drawer, which is the one with the bumps on the back.
What if we take the desk drawer with the bumps in the back and try inserting it into the desk where the mirror came from, so Lotus's room?
Sure. Sounds like something falling. What was that? I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. It appears there is a tile in it.
I'm glad I thought to do that. Cool.
Interesting, so now we have 2 tiles.
So... They look the same.
And there's nothing in that drawer. They look the same? Yeah, I would agree with that assessment.
Yeah, no, the lines are the same in everything. I don't see any different... Well, can you flip it over? Are they both empty
Yeah,
on
they're
the back?
both
Okay.
quite regular.
Okay, well...
You can flip it all sorts of fun directions, but doesn't really do a whole lot for us.
I bet if we find the third one, we can combine them. The question is how? The sink is...
I don't know if there's anything left with the sink.
No, I don't think so. I mean, I don't think it would be, you know?
It's all full of water.
About the mirror again?
It
No,
just tells us to make
still...
water flow from this side.
Yeah, okay, there's nothing here. I don't think there's anything left in here. I mean, this room has the moon toilet, and the other room has the sun toilet, but I I mean, we're pretty limited into what we can interact with here, and we've interacted with just about everything already.
I mean, we saw a 4 and a 7 and a
We
sun
could
and a
try putting
moon.
that desk drawer in the other one, but I mean that has the mirror on the bottom. Well,
Yeah, it's
okay.
still unopened.
No. I meant putting the desk drawer in Seven's room.
Oh, maybe.
I doubt anything will happen, but okay.
Nope.
Well, there you go. I don't know, man. I'm a little stuck here.
So we
You know,
had a
everything's.
hint for a sun and a moon and a 4 and a 7.
The sun was on the. Was the sun or the moon on the left?
There was a sun on this toilet.
Yeah.
Just like the sun symbol we saw in the dark room.
Yeah, that's right. There's some kind of number hint there, too. I think maybe this number was how many times we took a piss. No, it's gotta be how many times we flushed. What?
Uh-huh. Wonder how many times I need to flush.
Oh.
The only
Is it
thing you can
4?
manipulate in this room is the string. Chances are
Pulled
they
4
made this
times.
puzzle so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. Guess I should just keep pulling on this thing then. Alright, here goes. Second pull. Third pull. And it sounds like we heard something.
I did, but it doesn't look like anything's happened here.
Huh, wonder what that sound was.
Let's go to the other room.
We get to flush another toilet. Heck yeah. Wonder if Lotus thinks it's a kisses or whatever. Same as the moon symbol we saw in the dark room. Right, there was a number there too, right? Number. That's probably how many times you're supposed to flush. Ugh. I mean, how many times you pull the string. Doesn't seem to like the idea of flushing toilets. Probably made it so someone wouldn't trigger it by accident. So we have to pull this, what is that?
7 times?
7 times? Golly.
Yeah.
Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth consecutively.
What a waste of water.
I know, right? And that was number 7. There's that sound again. Happens whenever I pull that string a couple times. Junpei, did you hear something from the other room? The other room? You mean from the dark room? Oh. Okay, I guess we're looking for something in the dark room then.
Maybe in the toilet?
No.
No.
14, in red. That's what it says on the tile. Well, more or less. It's an E, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Sink?
Sink?
Drawer? Drawer? I don't know.
No, there's nothing in
Okay.
the sink.
Maybe the drawer opened. Oh my goodness. Would you look
Well,
at
this
that?
drawer opens easily enough with...
Oh, two more tiles.
You got
Let's
a
put them together.
tile. And another tile. We just
We,
have a whole bunch
combine?
of tiles.
Combine them?
Combine them.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe we don't have enough tiles yet, actually. Maybe we need more. Okay. Okay. Alright, well.
I think that's just about everything we could possibly do.
I go back to the emergence, yeah. Oh,
Okay,
the E's.
well,
Replace
it looks
all the
like
E's
we've
with the
investigated
tiles.
all of the rooms. The only mystery left is that door.
Okay, we remove the E's and we replace them with the tiles we just got.
Yeah, because 14 equals E, duh.
Yeah.
Haha.
Haha. Alright, let's crack that mystery then.
We've got 4 tiles.
And there are a bunch of tiles that are the same size up on the wall here.
So if we replace 4 of the tiles on the wall with the ones we've got, that should open the door. Well, there's only one way to find out.
Boop. 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 And boop. Boop. We just got a whole bunch of E's.
Ah, man. E.
Hey, did you just hear something unlock? Does that mean we got it right?
Yes, it looks like we did. The 14 hidden on the tile. If you convert that to hexadecimal, it's an E. Come on, Junpei, I taught you that in the kitchen, remember? Golly.
All those years reading Wikipedia articles really paid off.
Oh, golly.
Basically, the E's in emergence are the 14s from the tiles. So if we replace it, that gives up the answer.
You really care why it worked? Let's just get out of here. Alright, let's go. You found it!
You found it.
You found it!
Wow!
Yay! Round of applause. Da 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 da. They passed through the open door and headed to the next room. Junpei jogged down the short staircase and looked around.
Oh, what the hell is this place?
This is... It kind of looks like the room that he had in his flashback before it cut off.
It's a room. The words had sprung unbidden to his lips, but it was clear why. Junpei shivered. Lotus and Seven reached the bottom of the stairs and stopped short, terrified.
Ugh, this room is really creepy.
I think we ought to get the hell out of here now.
He jogged up the stairs on the opposite side of the room and shook the door on the wall next to the catwalk. It didn't open and he muttered to himself.
Figures.
It's locked, isn't it?
Yep. Don't know why I thought this would be any different.
So, what is this room for, anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Junpei looked around the room again.
Well, there's a chair in the center of the room.
Oh, looks uncomfortable to say the least.
It's like an
I'll
electric
not sit in it
chair.
if I can
Yeah.
avoid it.
Maybe. The back of it was covered with electrodes connected to a nest of wires.
Looks like it's placed over some kind of glass panel. Too dark to look through it, though.
Junpei turned to look at the right side of the room. There was a table covered with a piece of cloth.
This isn't dried blood on the tablecloth, is it?
It was.
On top of the table were a number of metal instruments. Junpei didn't know what they were for, and he had a feeling he didn't want to find out.
Oh, what the hell is this? What are these tools for?
That's not something I even want to think about.
Junpei shook his head in an attempt to clear it and tried to focus on something else.
No doubt about it. This room's dangerous. Let's make our search quick so we can solve the puzzle and get the hell out of here. Come on.
I am all for that.
Peek away.
Peek a way out!
Welcome to the torture room.
Love that. It's my favorite room in my house. I mean, it's nothing like this, of course.
No, never. That would be totally just garish and gaudy and all sorts of unappealing.
All right, so we got 4 angles again. Let's
Yep.
start over. Let's start with that whole. Let's start to the left, if we don't mind first.
Sure.
Let's look at. Let's take a peek in that hole there. Yeah.
I thought there was a hole here, but I guess it's got a cover over it.
Oh. You aren't going to be able to get that off. It's bolted on there pretty good. Maybe there's something around here we can use to get that thing off there.
Can you see anything in there? If you can't see anything, I don't think we need to bother with trying to open it.
It's too dark.
Huh? Did I see something shiny in there?
There's something shiny in there?
Yeah, well maybe. We ought to check though. It would be pretty bad if we missed something important. Maybe we could find something to take that cover off with.
Alright, well, there's something shiny in there, but we can't quite get in
We
there.
get those bolts off. Okay.
The tank thing is connected to the pipes.
This looks like it's supposed to split a pipe or something, you know? This one just connects a pair of pipes. You could have done the same thing with more pipe. Doesn't really seem like they need it here. I wonder if there's a reason for it.
Okay, well, who knows? Must serve another purpose. Okay, what about... Handrail runs all the way from the entrance.
Doesn't go down one side of the stairs.
Brilliant observation.
These stairs go to the exit.
Okay, so I think that's just about everything on this
Let's turn to the left
area.
again.
Oh,
Don't
the
mind.
L-shaped pipe and the straight one are both connected to the tank thing.
Pretty big pipes, but the tank is even bigger.
Okay, let's see. Is this the door we came in? Oh yeah, the entrance is locked.
Been like that in every room we've been in. What did you expect? No point trying to go back. Let's just think about going forward, alright?
Okay, well, it's locked. There's pipes up on the ceiling, and there's no puzzles up there. Well, hopefully. Can't even reach it.
What about
Comes
the
out
light?
the room somewhere.
Probably nothing, but when you look at it from here, the catwalk looks pretty high up.
That makes the stairs pretty steep. We'd better be careful going up and down there.
It's pretty high up. But, yeah, this pipe is connected to the thing in the corner.
I imagine there are electrical wires running through that pipe to the device.
But I also think this perspective is meaningless to us.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So these two are pretty much dead ends.
Okay.
We
left
have the
or-
chair and we have the table. I think the
Let's
table
go to the
is-
table.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a cleaner view.
Mhm. What, do you want to go back, Junpei?
I wish solving this puzzle were that easy. Yeah, because those just go back to the entrance, so there's nothing up there probably. There are a number of ominous-looking tools and instruments here.
Let's see. You've got an adze and a hammer. I don't know how to pronounce that. What is that?
I've
An
never
adze?
seen that word, no.
Okay.
I'm assuming it is a
forceps.
torture tool.
Never heard of it. Pair of forceps. And those other things are too old and broken. I have no idea what they are. Hey, doesn't this wrench look way too new to be in here with all this other stuff?
Yeah, it does. I didn't notice it before you mentioned it, but it's not rusty at all.
We got a wrench.
Now we can
It
take
looks
the bolts
brand
off.
new. Oh gosh.
Considering where we found it, I have to wonder what it was used for.
Knock it off. I
Mm.
don't even want to think about that. That is grotesque.
You've already seen plenty of things that are a lot more cruel than that. Yeah, you're unexpectedly sensitive.
Come on, let's not talk about stuff that doesn't matter, okay? We need to find somewhere where we can use this thing. Probably on that big circular thing.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
we
think
don't
we're
need
getting anything else here we
yeah.
need. Yeah. So, well, let's head back over there.
Let's unbolt this thing, I guess. Sweet, it opened.
The hole's too small. You can't see in even with the cover off.
Well, you can't see in, but I think there's enough room to stick your arm in.
Are you sure you want to do that? There could be something dangerous in there.
Okay, I admit that scares me a little, but we need to see if there's anything useful in there. Alright, here we go. Arm in the hole. Hey, I think I feel something. It's small, cold, and hard.
Hey, just like Gisa.
Hey, hey! Two of those things are true.
Anyway.
Doesn't feel like there's anything else in here. Alright, let's see what this thing is. The sun key.
Key with the sun symbol on it.
We should be able to open the other door with this.
Yeah, but we gotta get out of this room before we can do that.
And we're probably gonna need the sun key to do that.
None of those doors in this room have keyholes. Maybe we gotta use it on something that's not a door.
Key with the sun symbol. I don't think it has any doors it goes to in this room.
Alright, well, time to look at the electric chair.
Yeah, that's the only thing left is this side of the room. The sun key should fit into the keyhole on these manacles. Oh, I guess those were locked.
All right, who wants to
Sunkey,
sit in
in
it?
you go. Who wants to sit down? Yeah.
We need a volunteer. Lotus?
And
Lotus.
yes. Great, they're open. I don't think we're gonna need the Sun Key again in here, though. Just seems unlikely. Alright, Sun Key, you've done your job. Into my pocket with you.
Well, they're open. What are you gonna do now?
Let's just look around some more. I got a feeling that something will happen.
Right. We should try and figure out what the device over in the corner is for at any rate.
This thing, I assume? Ooh, wires. A whole lot of cables running out of that thing. Really kind of a mess. I can barely tell which is which. Okay, what about the screen? And there's something on the screen. This device will conduct the experiment. Once the experiment has been completed, the door will unlock. First, adjust the switches to match the blocks in the sample above.
Huh. I don't know what this thing is, but we gotta figure it out with this puzzle.
It's right next to a torture chair. Whatever it is, I don't think it's good.
Anyway, we just adjust the switches to match the blocks up on top, right?
You adjust the switches shown at the four corners of the screen, then press the check button. Junpei, we don't know what this thing does. You can always come back to it later. There are lots of other things you could do.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Okay, Oh.
Okay.
Oh, I think we're trying to match that image.
Well, so far you're good.
So that is 2, 3, 1. That's okay. 1, 2, 4, 4.
So we need to get...
2 more in
You
the
get
bottom left. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's just right. Okay.
Sure. Okay. That was easy.
I just blindly hit buttons.
Sure did. That's how we all get through life, though.
Adjustment is completed. Now proceeding to execution phase.
Oh. Okay.
To complete
sorry?
the experiment, data must be collected from subject.
All right,
Once
Lotus. sit down.
preparation is finished, place subject in chair.
Whoa, whoa. I thought we solved the puzzle already. What does it mean, preparation?
I don't know. I've got a bad feeling about this.
I think this means one of us has got to sit in the chair.
Well, 7's never gonna fit in that thing. It's either you or me, Junpei. Collecting data. Wonder if it's gonna run electricity through the subject.
There's a human brain on the screen. Maybe it's gonna zap the brain with a little electricity.
This really doesn't sound safe.
Lotus, you should do it. You don't have a brain anyway.
Anyway, we've still got to prepare. Let's talk about this after we figured out what it means by preparation, alright?
Well, it wants us to prepare, so maybe we ought to ask it what we need to do.
Alright, what do we need to do? The disposal tank is closed. Please fill it with water. What tank?
Tell me we-
Oh man,
Oh,
don't tell
man.
me we gotta do something with a water tank.
Well, there's probably something around here to open the tank or whatever is asking us to do.
It looks like that the only controls are in this room. So like,
Okay.
I saw some controls to the left here.
Yeah.
Can I go up the stairs? Goes, yeah, okay, whatever.
It's
Get
gonna
around
like
the
that so you
whole
can get
room,
around
yeah.
without standing on the floor.
And that's the exit, I assume. Okay, the door will unlock if we complete the experiment.
So in other words, we aren't getting out until the door is... until we finish this experiment.
Well, let's do that then.
Okay, so I guess we'll check the
Ugh, yeah.
controls.
Ugh.
Red and yellow. You think the colors mean something?
No idea. I mean, red looks more dangerous, but other than that...
The bottom of this one looks like it's covered in rust. I don't think it'll move at all. Well, I guess I might as well try. Let's give it a shot.
Pushing some buttons never hurt anything before, right?
Yeah, it's not going anywhere.
Give me that. You just ain't man enough.
Sure, pal, you give it a shot. Let's just see how much more of a man you are.
Hey, Hey, you're gonna break it.
Man, this thing ain't going nowhere.
Well, if 7 can't move it, we might as well just give up on it. These levers have got to turn something on.
Of course they would. All they could do is turn something on or off. What's important is what they turn on and off.
Don't say the floor is going to suddenly open up.
I mean, I was already thinking it.
And see some oil or something down there at the base of the lever. Yeah, I feel like it's got some movement to it. I should be able to pull this one.
All right, let's pull the lever.
Is that water?
What the hell? What's going on?
Will you calm down? It's just water going somewhere, gosh.
It sounds like it's underneath us. That means the floor. Oh! Junpei, look.
What's she? Oh, damn. I can see through the glass now. Cool, it's very neon.
Sure is.
Oh.
Some Nickelodeon slime.
Huh.
EDBF.
There are a couple
a
of letters
shark.
in the color of blood written on the shark's belly.
It's dead. Looks like there are letters E, D, B, and F. Whatever these are for has to be in this room somewhere.
Okay, poor shark.
Guess that shark was someone's pet, huh? It's a bit of a surprise. You die on the chair and get dumped in the water and he cleans up the mess. Convenient.
Yeesh. So EDBF. Whoops, not up there. I saw an EDBF here. Okay, let's push some of them. There you go. And you can undo it, okay. These buttons switch something on or off when you push them. E, B, D, F. What?
There's a strange noise coming from the chair. Looks like it's been turned on. I guess the puzzle here was that the power had to be sent in a specific way.
These knobs do anything?
This all of the dials are pointing in different directions.
Maybe something will happen if we turn them. Ah! They're all rusted. I guess turning them doesn't really do anything. So sad.
There are a ton of knobs here. Doesn't seem like any of them do anything, though.
You think it's broken?
Yes. Okay, so is that everything we need to operate the chair? The restraining device is unlocked. Please seat subject in device. The message on the screen was disturbingly
Well,
detached.
like we thought, it's not going to work unless someone sits in it.
How ironic that this would be the situation in which this slim, beautiful body is useful.
Hey, she's actually volunteering.
Lotus, are you sure? I can sit in it and you can solve.
Junpei's right. If we screw it up,
7 couldn't bring himself to finish the thought. His eyes fell to the floor. Junpei followed them. Beneath them was the dead shark floating underneath the glass. Perhaps it had been killed by an electric shock.
I'll be fine. Even if I fall in, the shark is already dead.
But
No one likes an indecisive man, Junpei. I can still give you advice from the chair too, you know.
Okay, if you
I just
say
don't want to
so.
stay in this room any longer than we have to. Go over to that screen and let's get this over with.
After her words had made it clear that Lotus would book no argument, she turned and walked toward the chair without hesitation. But she did not sit down. Despite what she had said, she did indeed feel hesitation. Her legs shook.
Look, do you think you could do me one last favor?
don't say last.
you're making me nervous.
Just listen. If something happens to me, I want you to tell my daughters.
Oh.
Tell them that I loved them very much.
Oh.
No, tell them that I will always love them.
Daughters?
Oh.
You've got kids?
Yes, I do. I suppose they're about your age, Junpei. They're twins. I had them when I was young after, well, some things happened. Their names are Nona and...
Wait. Nona?
Huh.
Junpei's words shut up before he even realized what he was saying. He remembered the story Seven had told him.
Aoi, Light, and Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment.
More
What
lore
the hell?
dumping?
What's wrong with you?
Lotus took a step back from Junpei.
Oh,
Seven looked just as shocked as Junpei. He blinked his eyes rapidly as if he weren't sure he was completely awake.
no way. It couldn't. Lotus, is your last name Kashiwabara?
Lotus's eyes went wide.
How do you know that?
Are you serious? What the hell is this? There's no way you're that kid's mom.
That kid? Wait, what do you mean, that kid? Why are you acting like you've met her?
Seven's brow
He has.
furrowed. Hey, looks like we're getting some lore.
I have.
What?
Yeah, I met one of your kids.
When?
9 years ago.
Where?
On this ship.
Why were you...
It's not a short story.
Look, I don't care how long it is. Tell me, please, what happened here?
Fine, I'll tell you.
Seven glanced at Junpei, then turned back to Lotus and began to speak. It was the same story Junpei had heard only minutes before. Every detail.
But... And then... That was...
And this and that and the other thing and all that happened.
From there, it looked like...
Yeah.
Just as if... Finally...
Just finally.
And then I forgot.
That's all I remember from 9 years ago.
At last, Seven finished. Lotus shook her head.
Oh my god. Everything I've been looking for the last 9 years. The person who had all the answers was right here.
Looking for?
Yes, that's right. 9 years ago, my daughters disappeared. Then 9 days later, they came back.
Hey, 9.
They never told me what happened to them over those 9 days. I took them to the doctor, but I was told they hadn't been hurt in any way. Still, I was sure that they had been through something terrible. So I couldn't bring myself to force them to talk about it. If I did, then I'd force them to relive whatever horrors they'd been through. I didn't have any choice. I had to try and ignore it and move on.
Oh.
A few months passed. Gradually, they started to act like they always had, before they disappeared. They smiled and made jokes and did all the silly things kids do. It got harder and harder for me to ask them about what happened. How could I ask them to remember that? Eventually, I knew there was no way I could do it. But I'm still a mother. I couldn't simply forget that something terrible had happened to my children. So I decided I would investigate what happened on my own. I would find out what happened during those 9 missing days.
What did you find out?
Nothing. The police pretended to be concerned, but they didn't do anything. Once the 16 children who'd gone missing came back, things were just... Even the media didn't talk about what had happened. I figured someone was probably paying or threatening them to keep their mouths shut.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. No, probably something even bigger than that.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Have you heard of them before?
No. It's the first time I've ever heard that name. 7. How did you find out that Cradle Pharmaceuticals was connected to the kidnappings in the first place?
I figured finding out whatever the victims had in common would lead me to the culprit. That's what any good cop does.
What did they have in common?
Every single one of the kids who disappeared had gone to this one hospital at some point. The hospital was one of a bunch that were under the control of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. After that, it was just about connecting the dots.
Seven's actually kind of smart, man.
The hospital.
Yeah.
The hospital.
And for a while, I was trying to get some kind of information out of the kids at the hospital. One of them told a weird story.
What was it?
Have you heard about the Gansfeld experiment?
Yes.
Sounds familiar.
I guess all these kids had to go through it while they were at the hospital. I think it was passed off as some sort of counseling.
What did you call it again?
Oh, the Gansfeld experiment. This is how it's set up. First, subjects Q and A are put into separate rooms, far away from one another. Then a series of video images are shown to subject Q, who is told to send the images to subject A by thinking about them.
Oh yes, I've heard
Subject
of this.
A, on the other hand, is put in a large reclining chair and given a blindfold. With their senses cut off, A is asked to guess what images Q is looking at.
Oh, yes, I've heard of that. It's a famous telepathy experiment, isn't it?
Telepathy.
Here we go again with the
This
telepathy.
ship was supposed to work.
It all comes back to telepathy.
The experiment to control people, right?
Yeah. I don't know if any of the telepathy stuff really exists, but maybe someone from Cradle Pharmaceuticals bought into it.
Lotus grunted. Seven had been thinking hard for the last several minutes and finally spoke.
Even if that is the case, I still don't get how that has anything to do with any of this. The notary game, Zero, why we were kidnapped. What does any of that have to do with telepathy? I know I brought all this up, but I have no idea. Maybe none of this stuff is connected after all.
Then in that moment of silence, cold voice echoed down from the ceiling.
No subject has been detected. Unless a subject is detected within 60 seconds, all power will be shut down. System recovery is estimated to take 1 hour. If you wish to proceed with the experiment, please seat subject in the restraining device.
Whoa, that doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going.
Please do.
Oh, no, that's not what we...
Just hurry up and get it over with. Junpei, I'm counting on you.
Right.
Lotus sat down on the chair. Junpei looked at her one last time, then made his way to the monitor.
Lotus, please
Last.
tell me right away if you feel anything weird.
You worry too much. Now get on with it and be a man, or June's gonna leave you.
Hey, why are we bringing up June?
Why are we going there?
Lotus was putting on the best act she could manage, but her legs were shaking so much that if she hadn't been sitting, she likely would have fallen down.
Lotus.
Failure was not acceptable.
Okay, let's do this.
Junpei took one last deep breath and stared at the monitor. Oh gosh. You know, we'll solve this in the next episode, cause this might take me a hot minute.
Okay. Well, there you have it, folks. What's going to happen? What's going to happen to Lotus? What's going to happen to the crew? Where is this story going? Who is Cradle Pharmaceuticals? Who were the 16 kids? Is Nona really the one behind the Nonary games? That the name of the games are named after her?
Yeah,
And
speaking is
maybe-
hard.
Why is Snake dead? Who killed him? Why is Seven pregnant? We'll find out next time.
And you're the mother!